Hey, how's it going, everybody? This is GC Performance here, back with another video. Today I have for you another video. This is going to be a video on the difference between the SL7 and the SL6, and if it's makes sense for you, if you do have an SL6, to go ahead and upgrade to the SL7. Obviously, it's going to be up to your budget, but what are the main differences between the two, the SL6 or the SL7? I had a lot of my viewers also ask me, just say, hey, is it worth it? I have the SL6, should I make the jump or should I not? So I know I just did the differences between the SL7 and the Venge, but I'm going to give you guys just the key features from the SL6 to SL7. I'm sure you guys already know with how many videos I made on the SL7, the differences of it or what the bike looks like, but I'll just kind of show you the differences between the two. And also I got the weights. This 52 SL7 with the ETAP on there, that's the S-Works 52. That one weighed in at 15 pounds, 3 ounces. This one right here, I'm sorry, that was 15 pounds, 2 ounces. I'm sorry. With the power meter, all that stuff like that. This one weighed in at, now granted, this is a customer's bike. This is a SL6 Pro, and he has the Ultegra power meter crank on there, the Pioneer, and also he put the Easton stem and did the Aerofly 2 bars, so it's kind of, you guys can kind of see what the SL6 looks like with it. And he also has Continental 5000, 28 tires. But this one weighed in at 16 pounds, 6 ounces, which is really crazy. But and it has cages on it, but I'll kind of go over everything on the bike. So, starting with the SL6, if you just kind of look at both bikes, you can already tell a difference. This one's more arrow shaped. The tubing on it, the front fork, you're gonna see this is a lot thicker on the front fork and on the down tube and on that top tube area right there. And also on the back seat post area right there as well. That's much thicker, whereas on here, if we go back over here to the front, this SL6 looks like it's raked out a little bit more. The front isn't as arrow, it's more kind of, it is arrow, but not as sharp lines. And then we go to the back here as well. It's not as beefed up with carbon in the back too, and you can tell that wheel is much more tucked up in there as well. The head tube on here, if you look from the front, this is much more rounded, more of that hour-shaped glass, but it's not going to be as sharp lines or flared out again. So if we go over to the SL7, we can go ahead and see this is much more beefed up in the front and has that more jagged lines, more sharp lines for that carbon, for that more aerodynamics. So the integration system on the SL7, as you can see, runs through the Aerofly 2 bar to the SL7 Tarmac stem into this integrated system right here for the housing down into the head tube. Everyone's been asked, or actually not everyone, but a bunch of people have asked me, is this stem compatible on the SL6? And the answer is no. This customer here has the Aerofly 2 bar. That's the same bar that's on the SL7. We have the little covers up, but this is what's always going to happen. You're always going to have these two cables sticking out. This is the front and rear brake cable, and that's what's going to be shown there. There is no integration system here, as you can see, because of the fact that it's a regular circular head tube. There's no extra room there for cables. There's no cutout. Even if you were to put that stem there, there is no spacer rooms. There's no cutouts for that to work right there. On this SL6 right here, this is for if you were to run mechanical cables on here. So you have that little cutout. If you do have a mechanical Ultegra, you take that off and it comes with the bike on there. Going to the seat post right here as well. Same integration that they have to lower or raise the seat, but you can tell on the seat post as well, this is a D-shaped seat post that still has kind of a rounder shape to it. To add a compliancy, that's one of the things that they're trying to get away from. They wanted the Tarmac to be a little more stiffer, because a lot of people were saying that SL6 was a super comfortable bike, and that's why there was really no need for the Roubaix, because it was so comfortable. So I think that's why they mixed the Tarmac with the Venge, one, to make it stiffer, but also two, to give like a real separation. Like, it seemed like their bikes were all kind of coming together. That's why they have this Roubaix now for comfort, because the Tarmac SL6 was really comfortable, and then they have they got rid of the Venge and just made the Tarmac more Venge-ish for that reason. So if you look at the seat post here, you can see wider, more thin, more arrow, more sleek. And then on the seat post right here as well, you have that little DI2 junction box if you were to run one. If not, it just comes with this specialized cover cap, which you can specialized fanboy out about. This one, again, does not have that. And no, these seat posts are not swappable. They are proprietary. They are, yeah, proprietary to each bike. Seat stay right here. You can see these are definitely more sharp. Going down, nice boom, boom, similar to the Venge. Go here, again, more rounded, more compliant. They look like they're a little bit lower, but they look like they're gonna absorb a little bit more of the vibrations as they're coming up. So a little bit more of a comfortable ride. This bike does come equipped with the CL50 wheels, and this is their Fact 10R. Don't let that come into play, but this is the CL50 wheels. So you can run tubeless on here. This is what the Pro was spec'd at, and this one I believe I think it went for $6,700 retail. But yeah, those are the main differences between the two of them that I can think of off the top of the head. So you know, it's just going to be a lot more resemblance to the Venge. Is it worth the upgrade? Honestly, at the end of the day, if you have the money and it doesn't hurt the budget and you can get good money for your SL6, go ahead and sell it and get the SL7, just because, you know, it's newer technology. You're gonna have the customer support there. You're gonna have that backing from the company. Not saying you won't have the SL6, but it's always nice to have the newer stuff. But in terms of like, do you really need it? Necessarily no. I mean, this guy right here on this SL6, he's still fast as hell out there. The bike is still gonna perform really well. It's very similar in shape and design. Yes, you're not getting this whole integration with the cables, but there's nothing you can do right there. I don't think this is gonna, like, yes, it's gonna cause a little bit of drag, but is it gonna be anything that's substantial enough to cause loss of wattage or you losing a race? I don't think so, no. So yeah, I mean, that's, take that for what you guys want. I don't really see the whole on need to upgrade. I would just say this to my customers: if you have the money and it doesn't hurt you and doesn't put you in a serious situation financially to a point where you can are not sure if you can pay your bills, then don't do it. But if you do have the money for it and you want to go ahead and do, well, go for it. Sell your bike, get a new SL7. It looks much cleaner. It's going to perform, you know, a little bit snappier. They're saying it's going to, you know, it's going to be more aero. It's going to be able to maintain those top end speeds easier. Do I think it's anything that me or the average consumer will be able to ride or feel? No. Do I think the pros want to have the SL7? Yes, of course. They want every little bit a second advantage they can get when it comes down to races. So that's my hot take on it. Let me know what you guys thought down in the comment section below. Let me know if you agree, if you disagree, if you thought I did a good job on the video. If not, I mean, there really isn't that much big differences. I mean, they do look really similar still, except for just that front integration system. So if you did enjoy the video, please leave me a thumbs up, comment, subscribe. Like I said, let me know down in the comment section if you liked it, and let me know what bike you guys are riding as well. And that's gonna wrap up for me here, guys, and I will see you guys in the next video. Thank you. Bye.